Hi, my loves. How are you? I hope that you are doing so well. Welcome to the new year. It's been a ride thus far. My name is Nina, otherwise known as Sinfulpluto on this beloved channel. If you're returning, welcome back. Thank you for joining us. If you're new, welcome. Thank you for being here. It's been a minute since I've been here. I'm excited to come back. There's been a lot going on. I'm thinking about making a video. I'm still on the fence. And I don't know if these monthly videos are still going to be a thing. So, don't get your hopes up. But I wanted to try out for January and see what's in store for us. See what happens, okay? So yeah, this is going to apply to Sagittarius Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus in Tropical and Sidereal. If you don't know what your placements are, you can go to astro.com and they'll give you everything that you need to know. And before I start, I just want to disclaim, this is a general reading. It's not going to apply to everyone, okay? Take this with a grain of salt. Nothing that I say is set in stone. Nothing that I say is law. Please use your discernment and your critical thinking. Take this how this applies to you. Reverse the rules however way you need to so that it applies to your situation. And please just take what resonates. And that's it. All right, make the most of this video for yourself, all right? Okay, so let's just go ahead and get started for you, Sagittarius. So, what is in store for my Sag babies in January 2020? What is in store for Sagittarius in January? What should they be expecting? What do they need to know? What is the energy of the month for them? What is the energy of the month for Sagittarius? What do they need to know? What should they expect? Ooh, the star reversed. Okay, so maybe some of you have lost a sense of direction in your life, right? Maybe you went through some sort of event that was a little bit catastrophic in some sort of way. And it doesn't have to be catastrophic. Perhaps it was a little dramatic or, disappointing in some way, right? And you have come out of the rubble or out of the dust, and rather than having a feeling of hope, or rather than, kind of continuing with your path, maybe you have lost that sense of hope. Maybe you have lost that sense of direction, and maybe you feel even a little bit pessimistic about life or about things in general, right? Maybe you feel that, well, this is it. You're not necessarily making the most out of your situation. You know what I mean? We have the Three of Pentacles. So this could be in relation to teamwork or to classmates, friends, social groups, any sort of that thing. We have the Six of Cups. We have the Moon reversed. I like that. We have the Page of Swords. And then the Five of Cups reversed. At the bottom of the deck is the Queen of Wands reversed. So that could be your energy or the energy of someone else. So I think by the end of the month, first I just want to say, by the end of the month, I think that you're going to have a lot of things figured out. And I think that a lot of the confusion or the pessimism that you're feeling in the beginning now is going to be lifted by the end of the month. You know what I mean? And the reason why I say that is because I have the Moon reversed and the Page of Swords. This to me reads as confusion being lifted, finally having a sense of clarity, maybe even having an epiphany of sorts. And then the Page of Swords is that epiphany, and it's also that clarity and communication and kind of having this revitalized energy of being willing to take some sort of risk. It's that revitalized motivation and that inspiration, I think, that is going to help you get through the month. And it could be that, you find this inspiration in the middle of the month or even tomorrow, but I feel that it is bound to happen, that you will be able to get out of this rut. And I think that a lot of this has to do with potentially people from the past, or, teammates or friends, co-workers, or even family members that are willing to help you and that are going to help you in some way. And I say that because of the Three of Pentacles here, which is teamwork. It's working together. It is co-workers. It is discussion, and I kind of imagine it as having a conference, I guess you could say. I'm thinking of like the round table, almost where everyone is equal and everyone is kind of contributing their own skill set to the table and finding a way or a solution or a solution to the issue or to the problem or whatever the case might be. And I feel that this is going to bring a sense of nostalgia for you with this Six of Cups. It could be that you reach out to other people or other people from the past reach out to you in this time of pessimism for you. And I feel that this is kind of meant to happen. And I feel that these people reaching out to you is going to help in resurging, is that a word? In providing a resurgence of a sense of hope within you, and kind of helping you find your sense of direction again and finding your true north and kind of help you follow your North Star in the month of January. I feel like reconnecting with other people is really going to help you, and kind of networking with people from the past, or like even like past jobs or whatever the case might be. I feel like that's going to help you in the present and kind of move forward in the present. And I just see a lot of healing energy by the end of the month for you, Sagittarius, with this Five of Cups reversed. This to me would just read as just healing from your wounds and realizing that you're not alone. I feel like some of you may be under the impression that you are alone in this world and that you have to fend for yourself. And while, yes, it's important that you are able to fend for yourself and, you know, do things for yourself and whatnot, I feel that it's important to remember that you are not alone in this world, that there is a group of people or even a single individual that does want to help you in some way, that does want to collaborate with you, that does want to see you succeed. Just because perhaps the people that are right in front of you or the situations right in front of you don't want to see you succeed doesn't mean that in the perimeter there are not people that there are not people who want to see you succeed. Does that kind of make sense? I hope I'm making sense. You could also be dealing with like an Aquarius or a Pisces or even a Cancer with the star and the moon here. Just throwing that out there. But yes, I really do feel that there's going to be a moment of clarity. And I feel that it's really important for you to find your sense of direction again. However this may apply to you, all right? So let's see. Oops. Yeah, we have the Ten of Wands. So you feel burdened, right? You feel many types of ways. You feel really burdened. You feel like you're carrying a lot of weight on your shoulders. I get that. You know, the time, you know, January is a pretty heavy month. I'm going to be completely honest with you. There's an eclipse tomorrow. There's like this whole Saturn-Pluto conjunction that everyone's talking about. Then all the planets are in Capricorn. So it's a very Saturnian time. And like Saturn really just makes everything so difficult and really makes us so self-deprecating. So it could be that you're just carrying a lot of weight on your shoulder that you're not even meant to be carrying. And it's so interesting because when I see the Ten of Wands, I think of someone who is carrying so much to the point that they can't even see the path that is right in front of them. And I feel that this just aligns so well with the star reversed, because this is the loss of that faith, the loss of hope, but also not having a sense of direction, losing your sense of direction, losing sight of your North Star, of one's purpose, that sort of thing. And it's because of all of these burdens that you're not meant to be carrying. I feel that the collective is just really feeling this way. I mean, yesterday, similar messages were expressed with Cancer and Capricorn and Aquarius. And everyone's just going through it. You know what I mean? Like, you're not the only one, if I'm going to be completely honest with you. Like, you're not the only one going through everything. And I think that it's important to realize that not only are you not alone, you know, there are people by your side and, you know, supporting you from the sidelines, whether or not you see them. But I also think that it's just important to realize that we don't need to be carrying these burdens, whether they're our own burdens that we put on ourselves or the burdens of other people. Do you know what I mean? And I think it's important to really start listening to our gut again. Maybe, especially with the star reverse, I keep on wanting to go back to the star reverse because I just think that's such a big part of this reading for you, Sagittarius, is the fact that some of you may not be listening to your gut, and because of that, you may have lost sight of your goal or of your path or your aspirations or your purpose or whatever it is that you feel that you are here to do. The High Priestess reverse talks about that. And then I have the Hanged Man right under here, and it's reversed. So this to me just talks about how you feel stuck, and I feel that you're stuck in the same perspective. You're not looking at things from a new frame of mind. You're not looking at things in a innovative sort of way. You're looking at things in the same dull frame that you have been looking at life or at the world for however long. And again, you might feel jaded. You might feel kind of just like maybe even wronged by the world. But I feel that there's still so much potential for you to be exploring, similar to Capricorn. I feel that you're letting your pessimism get the best of you and kind of letting it stop you from listening to your intuition and listening to your gut. And I think that intuitively you know that there's more that is out there for you to be doing. But I think that because of the fact that you're stuck in this one frame of mind and perhaps being really pessimistic or thinking that there's no one out there for you, or just, being stuck in that frame of mind of just trying to keep afloat, trying to stay afloat, of trying to carry all of these wands to town, right? Trying to carry them for everyone. And the only thing that you can look, the only place that you can look is literally down, because if you look up, then you're going to drop everything, right? So because of the fact that you're stuck on this one step where you can literally only see your feet, of course, you are going to feel stuck. You are going to feel burdened. You are going to feel this way. And it's time for you to let go of these burdens, of this weight, of all of the thing that is literally preventing you from being able to look up at the star, right? You can literally see this girl, like, she can't look up. She can't see anywhere. The wands are blocking her, right? And she can't see that she's literally about to walk onto a road. We don't know if she's about to get run over or not. Like, she literally can't see because there's no sense of direction. She's not on her path. And so it's just time, I think, to really work on changing your perspective, Sagittarius. And I know that's obviously so much easier said than done, but taking the time to work, to actively put in the effort to, even for a few seconds, to find a different way of viewing things, to find a better way to approach things, or find a better way to manage and handle your emotions, to handle yourself. I think that is going to help you over time find a new perspective and feel revitalized with new information and revitalized with this inner knowing, right? Because right now the High Priestess reverse is telling me that you're not listening to your intuition, you're not listening to your gut, you're not really spiritually connected in any sort of way. And you need to be at this time so that you can look at things from a different set of eyes. So does that make sense? And we have the Knight of Pentacles reverse, which is telling me that this is the same cycle. Like, it's, you make a step forward and then you're pushed back 10 steps back, and then you have to go through the cycle all over again. The Nine of Pentacles reverse is saying that a new approach has to be made. Otherwise, you're going to remain in this Hanged Man energy where you might just be blaming the rest of the world for your problems, or you might kind of just be displacing all of your frustrations onto other people, or you might just be projecting in any sort of way, or you might just be running away from accountability or responsibility for yourself. And it's kind of time to take responsibility for yourself rather than blaming the rest of the world, rather than viewing yourself as a victim. And I'm not saying that you're not allowed to feel whatever it is that you feel, but I'm saying that, Sagittarius, if you want to make forward movement, you have to be the one to make the change for yourself, because no one else is going to do it for you. And a different approach has to be made. It's almost like you have to set aside your current set of morals or values or beliefs or whatever it is and create new ones. I feel that you have to create new beliefs, a new system of beliefs, of perspectives, of morals, of philosophy. I feel that it's time for you to kind of question even your own philosophy, to question your own beliefs, to question whether your set of morals and philosophies and beliefs, to question if they are really effective for you at this time. You know, maybe they have worked for you in the past and maybe they have helped you in the past, but the past is not the present. And right now we are in the present and we need to be moving forward towards something different and greater. You know, we can't always be stuck with the same set of things. You know, change is a mist. We need change. We need a fresh pair of eyes. We need a fresh perspective. And I think that's what you might need in order to help you not only move forward, but to heal from whatever it is that you might be clinging on to heal from any sort of pain or even any sort of confusion and frustration and illusion that you might be under, and to heal from having to carry all of this weight or this feeling that you have to carry all of this burden on your shoulders. A different way, a different approach has to be made. I think it's time to really question yourself, to ask yourself questions. Ask yourself if this, whatever it is that you believe in now, aligns with where you want to be. And if it doesn't, what can you do to change that? What perspective, what frame of mind can you take on that will help you move forward and catapult you in the direction that you wish to follow? It's that sort of vibe. You know what I'm saying? And it's so funny because here at the bottom of the deck, I have the, oh my God, so many pentacles. I have the Ace of Pentacles reversed, and then we have the Ten of Pentacles reversed, which is so interesting. And then we have the Two of Swords as well. I was about to shuffle these. I'm glad I didn't. With the Two of Swords at the bottom of the deck, and then the Three of Wands. This is all self-imposed limitations. Three of Wands reversed. This is the self-imposed restriction, the self-imposed limitation. And we have the Two of Swords, which is being in denial, not wanting to face the truth, not wanting to face the reality of a situation. And then we have this Ace of Pentacles reversed and this Ten of Pentacles reversed. The Ace of Pentacles reversed, it's interesting because, right, it came right after this Nine of Pentacles, right? And it's just, this to me just reads as you're so close to reaching whatever it is that you want. You know, you're so close to your goal, to achieving this. And each time you get to that point, it's just like it's taken away because it's almost like you're not entirely ready for it. And the reason why you're not ready for it is because you might be just stuck in your ways. You might be stuck in a certain viewpoint. And I feel that rather than taking the time to introspect, you might be blaming the rest of the world, pointing the finger at the rest of the world when the opposite should be done. And there's like the sense of accountability that has to be taken. And I also feel that with this Ace of Pentacles reversed, you know, you might not feel secure in like the new stuff. You might not feel secure in what is being offered to you. And maybe that's why you are hesitant in moving forward. And maybe that's why you're hesitant in changing things for yourself, because you don't entirely trust what is being offered to you. Because, you know, we get comfortable. We get comfortable in our way of being and in our way of living. You know what? I get it, you know. But the Ten of Pentacles reverse is saying to me how a foundation has to be taken apart or broken apart. The Ten of Pentacles reverse tells me that you don't necessarily have steady footing on life, I guess, at this time. Or you don't necessarily have a steady footing in general. Yeah, whatever. You know what I'm saying. And this to me is kind of saying how a foundation has to break apart. Like, you know, buildings have to fall apart so that new ones can be built. Towers have to, we have to have tower moments so that we can rebuild something stronger and better and have a more sturdy foundation. But this to me talks about how there's already a faulty foundation, whether it's within your ideologies, your beliefs, your philosophy, your moral compass, whatever it is. There's already a faulty foundation that needs to change and that needs to be fixed. And the only way to fix that is to literally break everything down and create something new. So it's a matter of finally listening to your intuition rather than listening to one's ego or listening to, you know, the thing that keeps us boxed in, and work on finding something different, work on finding a change, meditating, introspecting, changing one's frame of mind, changing one's perspective, and that sort of thing. And I think also taking a sense of responsibility or accountability for one's self, you know, and rather than blaming the rest of the world, and realizing that there is a choice that has to be made, and that choice is up to you. You can either choose to remain stuck in this hanged man, reversed, and, you know, kind of blaming the rest of the world and averting any sort of responsibility, or you can take responsibility for yourself and let go of these burdens and find your North Star again. You know, find your sense of direction again, realigning with what it is you desire to follow. Does that kind of make sense? I feel like that's kind of like a big message that I'm getting for like everyone. It's just a time of change, really. So that's what I have for you, Sag. I hope it resonates. Let me know if it does, if it helps you in any sort of way in this time of life. Comment down below if it does. Let me know what you think and any sort of feedback that you would like to share with me. If you liked the video, give it a thumbs up and share with your friends, family, loved ones, or anyone who needs to hear this message. Subscribe and hit the bell notification to know when I upload my videos. If you want to book a personal reading with me, you can do so at Sinfulpluto.com. The link will be down below. Also, I have like a bunch of new like services and readings now, so if you want to check those out, that'd be cool. I have like a week ahead and a month ahead reading along with other ones. And if you want to find me on social media, you can do so on Twitter and Instagram at Sinfulpluto. I think that's it. So I'll talk to you later. I love you and bye.